Good afternoon. This is Tisha McDonald, Alternatives Beauty Studio.
And this is Tanika Gillar. I am naturally yours. So how you doing, T?
I am doing great. Today is my last day at this home, so I'm just trying to get the last few things out. And so I'm coming to you with no curtains or anything behind me, right in the sunlight, feeling good. How's everything your way?
Everything is good. Just been busy doing hair today on my day off, but y'all know I never get a break, so it's all good.
But you're doing
So
my sister. You're doing my sister.
I know we're doing our additional sister, our add-on sister,
Yes.
Cynthia. Yeah. I would have her on, but she's like, no, because her hair is not complete in the front, so she don't want to be on camera.
Okay, but we're gonna have her on as a guest at some point.
Yeah, we will have her on as a guest. I don't know what topic we'll discuss, but we can have her on. As y'all know, well, y'all don't know, but she is a nurse and her specialty is the babies. And so she might could bring us something on that, but she could give us a topic that she would want to talk about.
No problem. So, we always come to you with something that has come to us during the week. And yesterday, I actually did a client, and this was only my second time doing her braids, I think. I think it was only my second time. So she gave me a
Mhm.
compliment, and I was just like, well, thank you. She got box braids, and her sister gets box braids, but she's in a different state. So her sister's taking out her box braids, and she says, does this happen to you? Like a lot of her hair was coming out from the root because there was too much hair added to a little piece of her hair. So we always give a little bit of hair health here on the Twinness.
Mhm.
Um, so she says, does this happen to you? She said to my client, and my client was like, no. And then she said to me, when I take your braids out, it's like butter. It just comes right out, no problems, no tangles. And I was like, well, thank you. So that was a good compliment because that we both braid the same way. So that's also a compliment to you.
Yes, thank you. So y'all know this is the Twinness, and we talk about everything. Sometimes we talk about hair, and then we talk about other topics as well. Cynthia says she wants to talk about extended family, so we will have her on one day as a guest talking
I
about
think that
extended
should
family.
be I think that should be like soon. You know why? Because 'tis the season. 'Tis the season. Not everybody is has family. So your extended family, or living with extended family, or how is it living with your in-laws, or how is it, yeah, we could get into some extended family conversation. We gotta
Yes.
pinpoint what part of extended family does Cynthia want to talk about. But we could
Okay.
discuss that. Yeah, we could discuss that.
We'll discuss it later. Yeah. So on the note of the hair, yes, it is important to make sure that your braider or stylist know how to feed in the right amount of hair, so that they don't break off your edges and your hairline. And I think people are starting to learn more, but they have to research their stylist before they go sit in the chair.
Honestly, she came to me because I'm a natural stylist and she had gone to someone and she had a weave. And upon taking out her weave, she lost so much hair. Tanika, now her hair is so thick. She's just been taking care of it. Like I said, this is only my second time doing her, but in between the braids and coming back and then getting her braids now for the second time, she's really, really been taking care of it. Getting out a trim, steam treatment, everything. She's just doing the right
Yes.
thing. Her hair is now thickening back. So I was happy
Tisha,
with
I
that.
have to laugh. I just pulled my steamer out of the garage. I have to clean it up and everything because I said it's time for me to do a steam treatment on my own hair. But anyway, that's not what. What were you gonna say?
Head down. As I was cleaning out the house, I found my facial steamer, so I will be using that again, shortly. Anyway, let's get into the topic of the day.
Okay.
The topic of the day is the give back. We always talk about the season, and everybody gets so happy and joyous. But are we giving back to our neighbor? Are we concerned about our neighbor, especially in these days and times? I know here in our community, there's quite a few people in my circle that give back. And so I might not go with them to give back, but I'll contribute to their cause. So are we giving back the way we should? Can you afford to give back? Even the littlest that you have, you can give a little something.
Right. I don't believe that you necessarily have to give money. If you can afford to give money, that's fine. But if you have time, like, if you have time to help donate or to help in any kind of way that you can. If it's volunteering someplace, people really appreciate that. I know with COVID right now, it's really hard to get into places to help that way. And even with donations, I had to call around to donate those blankets. I had to see if they were even accepting donations because of COVID at this time. But any way that we can see fit to help the community, that's what we should be doing, because everyone is not as fortunate, and they might have been low before, but now with COVID, they're even in a worse situation in some cases, you know?
True indeed, true indeed. So yeah, it's not only in like one of my neighbors, she was giving back to women's, because women places they need maxi pads and stuff like that. People don't think about these things, sanitation, you know. So she was giving back to that. So I just went in my basement because I'm a BJ shopper and I had an overflow. So I was like, you know what? I can give toothpaste, maxi pads. I just gave her stuff. I went shopping right in my basement. And, that was really appreciative because she takes it to like neighborhoods where they have less, and even now you see a lot of churches have their food drives and stuff like that. They've done it every year. Churches have done these things every year, but can we do more to contribute to our community?
Yes, there's organizations like your veterans that they need stuff. And so there's a young lady, one of my clients, she donates to them, she cooks for them, and she does donations for the veterans outside her regular job, which is in mental health. But she deals with the veterans. That's her cause. There's a organization, Libra Hicks, my fitness instructor, but she's in contact with another company, organization called Dignified Diva. And what they do, they collect purses, but like you said, inside those purses are deodorants, tampons, socks, things that ladies need. And that's Dignified Diva.
I like that.
Organization, and they're in Georgia. And it doesn't have to be a name brand bag, but just a good, solid bag and filled with stuff for the ladies,
Right. Like right now, I'm emptying out my closets. It's like the purge. Some of these bags, Tanika, I have bags on top of bags. Some of these bags can go. Like, I don't need to keep these bags. They're older, but they're still in good condition. So yes, I like that. Dignified Divas. I like that.
Yeah, and they take a lot of stuff too. And then I think sometimes we forget, me, I'm big with the special needs community. And so the organization now, the ARC, is one that takes a lot of contributions. Of course, at the stores, March of Dimes, they do contributing, they ask if you want to donate $1 or whatever. So if you can, even at the register, if you have an extra $1, give the $1. A lot of
Yes,
times
yes.
they'll
St.
do for
Jude's and
different
all of that.
causes. Yeah, so I think that, and you can find local areas, people in your area that you can donate to. There's a lot of foster homes and foster care agencies. Even if you can't get it to the house, maybe you can go to the main branch and donate and leave stuff there with the caseworker or somebody, because those kids in foster care, they're not getting the latest, they're not getting the
Secret
latest
Santa has
games.
been down this year. Secret Santa has been down. So if you have it and you can contribute, maybe do a Secret Santa. I know I was asked by our good friend Donna. Um, she's a social worker. She's a therapist, and she said, "Tisha, can you contribute some gift cards from Walmart, Target, and Five Below, Five Below." So
Mhm.
sure, I can contribute some gift cards if it's $5, $10. Sometimes you could go into a store and find, things that's not really expensive, but that child would just love it just to be even thought about. But she asked me for some gift cards, and I will give on behalf of myself, but also on behalf of Alternatives Beauty Studio.
Of course. Now, if you have a business, you could always write it off. It's a write off. So if you have a business, you can write that stuff off. And our sister right here, Sent, she's a great couponer. So she would be one that would find stuff, toothpaste and stuff for a penny. She's ridiculous with the
Nigga,
couponing
or
in a
less.
good way.
A penny
And
or
she
less.
uses it for the homeless outreach. She don't want to be on camera, but she uses it for the homeless outreach. I think that, I don't know if it comes with age or just compassion, but I think we're older. So I say 30s, 40s, start to see that compassion. Yeah, almost 50, almost 50. But see the need for the people. But I don't know if the younger generation,
Younger
what you got?
generation sees it because my daughter, she sees it. Your son, he sees it because he'll say, "You're not going to give to that homeless." I'm like, "No, Cordell, you can't give to everybody because not everybody is really legit, you know." But so my nephew, he sees it. My daughter, she knows, So giving back is like serious. And sometimes, now this is a little off topic, but sometimes I'll do that. Let me buy that person behind me their coffee or tea,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because you never know if somebody behind you is strapped for cash or what their situation
Right.
is when you're on a Dunkin' Donuts line drive through. I'll just say, if I have a 20, just take the rest of my change and,
Mm-hmm.
push it forward, because then that person is going to push it forward and push it. And it just starts somebody's day off right. You
Yes.
could have had a crappy morning, but
Mm-hmm.
that just little gesture, matter of fact, I did it one day. I was in the wrong. I went to McDonald's and it's two ways in. So I ended up cutting her off. Bottom line short. Um, Long story short, that's what I meant. So I realized what I did only after the fact. So then I ended up paying for her meal. I was like, what? I asked the McDonald's clerk, what is the cost of her meal? And I just paid for it. And then in the rearview mirror, she smiled and waved at me. And then I stuck my hand out the window and waved at her. Like, that was my apology for cutting you off. But I'm just saying, in general, if you
Yeah,
could
I do
spare,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Again,
Start somebody's
y'all.
day off nice.
Yes, this is the Twinness with Tisha McDonald and Tanika Gillard. We're just coming to you today talking about giving back at this holiday season. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about seasonal affect disorder, depression during this time, and just not, it's not a jolly holiday or jolly, time of the season for some people. And we have to be cognizant of that and be aware of that and see how we can help out in our own way for those that are
Not
not
only is
as
it not a jolly holiday, but it's not an affordable. Things
not
that you may
affordable.
have been able to give to your kids last year, you can't do this year.
Yeah, because a lot of people have lost their job due to COVID, and so they don't have the same funding. A lot of jobs are just laying off, and it's just a hard the economics this time right now.
And
It's
I'm glad that you brought that up because yesterday my client, she works for a law firm, a large law firm in New York City, and she was saying she has a high position, and she was saying, look, they're about to let go. I'm not going to say how many, a lot of
mhm.
secretaries. They're going to be outsourcing them. And she said, and I have to keep that a secret. I can't even say, to my good friend, that you're about to lose your job. You know,
Right.
so
And the
a lot of these
sad,
people, and it's going to be right before Christmas.
yes,
That's the
I
thing.
was
They
going to
gotta
say
do
that
the
it's going to
cuts
either
right
be
before
right
the new
before
year.
Christmas. Yeah, it's going to either be right before Christmas or once Christmas holidays is over, once the new year come in, they're going to get those pink slips, and that's going to be devastating.
It has to come before the new year because of the fiscal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, when she told me that, I'm like, wow. On top of everything else, now these people are going to be losing their jobs, and it's a significant amount. And I have
And
another girlfriend who works at a big book firm or whatever, and she's a high position as well. And every year they do cuts around this time of year.
And it's not just the financial part. People are losing health benefits as well.
Yes.
And we are already preparing for this next round of COVID, flu, pneumonia, all of that coming into this season because it's winter. And believe it or not, T, we're supposed to get snow flurries down here in Alabama overnight. So,
Wow. Now,
mhm.
I know we're talking about something different, but how do you kind of prevent pneumonia?
How do you do what?
Prevent pneumonia?
I dress warm. Sam, how do you prevent pneumonia?
You have to, like you said, dress warm.
Dress warm.
Um, Make sure that you stay moving.
Stay moving so that your lungs.
That when people are laying around a whole lot, and just trying to stay as healthy as possible.
Drinking your
Drinking
fluids.
drinking plenty fluids. Yeah.
All
So
right.
there you go. You got your
That was just a
RN in
little
the
health tip
backpack
right there.
here.
That was just a little health tip. I heard that if you took zinc, that helps as well.
Zinc always helps, and so does vitamin C.
Vitamin C. I just took mine just a moment ago, and I'm on vitamin D. My doctor told me I had to take both. I'm on a
Yeah.
high dose of vitamin D because I don't get enough sun.
Most Black people don't get
No.
enough vitamin D. So Rain is on vitamin D. I'm on vitamin D. But Cynthia, you said zinc is also helpful for
For
COVID
COVID
as
right
well.
now, in the combination of vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, and I forget the other one, but zinc is a primary component of the treatment.
And
Okay.
for you listening, it's we're talking about how to prevent pneumonia. So we just went a little bit off topic. We are talking about the give back in this season because we always talk about this season to be jolly. How we're jolly and we don't have a job. How are we jolly if we can't feel like we can't give our loved ones? How are we jolly? So if we're saying tis the season, let it be tis the season. This is the time for us to more so come together as a community, especially of course, with the COVID, of course, with the people losing their jobs. This year is worse than any other year that I've seen. So Tanika, when I was driving from Delaware this morning to Pennsylvania, and I'm seeing the parking lots are full. We just had Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And people were out Black Friday. I saw lines around the corner at Best Buy. So it's not that people don't have, but are you willing to share what you have?
But to me, if you were stingy before, you still gonna still be stingy. So,
Mm,
but like we said, it helps you to feel good when you give to others, when you help someone else that's in need and don't have as much. And I'm not rich by far, but I do things that I can that's within me that I can do. If I can donate a hairstyle, one or two, or if I can donate, like we did the blankets, and thank you for Alternatives Beauty Studio contributing to that. So we do what we can where we can, and everything is not for everyone. So y'all know me, mine is the NICU and also special needs. Somebody else, like I said, the young lady, she does the veterans. Cynthia behind me, she does babies too, but hers is more when the babies pass away and the families have to deal with that. So that's where her heart is there. But women, like we said, women needs products and stuff, so there's a lot of ways that you can give and contribute. You could find local areas, local charities in your area to give and to give back. And sometimes you might have to make a phone call or two to see if they're accepting donations right now, because a lot of places are saying no. But at the same time, a lot of places are saying, yes, we need all that you can give.
they're
So
saying
just
yes.
find out. Yes, yes. Even if, mom was big on going to the Dollar Tree and getting those little socks that was $1, but they're very, very warm. I wear them as house slippers, but
Yes.
she was real big on having socks, because you could even wear the socks on your hands as mittens, especially if you're homeless. Any way that you can to stay warm. You know what I'm saying? And I know people think I'm kind of fanatical with my knitting sometimes, but hey, y'all can make up some scarves and give those away as well, for those who need or who want, so just find what's important to you and try to donate to those things. Again, this is Tanika Gillard. I am Naturally Yours. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama.
And this is Tisha McDonald, Alternatives Beauty Studio, coming to you from PA for the last time. The next time you see me, I will be a Delawarean.
A Delawarean.
Oh,
Oh, boo hoo hoo.
well, I'll be back here. I have to take care of my clients. I just can't leave them hanging. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely. So talking about the give back, because we're in businesses, I must say I do give back to children and youth, and I also give back to the women's shelter, and I've done that for 12 years. I've done it since the salon has been open, and I continue to do it. I want to say thank you to, I don't know if I could say his name online, but he brought me some boys that's in a group home, and this week, and I appreciate that, and I always give them a discount. And I also give them a little advice. And I appreciate the fact that they appreciate me giving them advice. So that's my give back. I love to give back to the youth. That is my
Yes.
give back.
And
I
I
love
just
to
want to say that
mentor.
this is not the only time that we should be giving back. We should be giving back all throughout the year. But it's especially needed now at this time when people don't have, or, don't know where to go for help, or too prideful to ask for help. Sometimes people are like, I don't want to ask. Hey, If I need,
Yes.
I'm raising my hand. Y'all, hey, I need some help over here. I'm struggling. Shoot. But
So that is our topic today. I don't know what we're going to come to you with on Wednesday. I don't know. We'll discuss that.
we'll discuss that. Yes, but we had a wonderful guest on this past Wednesday. So if y'all missed it, catch the replay. He just wrote a book and it's on Amazon. And if y'all haven't, thetwinness.com. Go there. Y'all can get some great books. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Beatrice. But we have several books on twinness.com and they're not very expensive. Hey, y'all could give those away as gifts as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, so I think that's it. We just wanted to be something short and simple. We just wanted to remind people that not everybody has, and if you have, please pay it forward and give to someone else. You never know who you might be helping. You never know how you can uplift somebody. Even sometimes, and this is something totally different, but even just sometimes a compliment. Sometimes I'll say, "I love your hair," or "I like that jacket." This girl came into the salon the other day. Oh my God, it's an old school jacket. She said it's from the 90s, but you could tell the ribbing and the detail of it. I was like, that is a nice jacket. And you could tell that she paid, and it was a denim jacket. You could tell she paid decent money for that jacket. But I like the
Okay.
jacket. But that
Okay.
just made her day. And you never know if somebody has a story, because then she just started talking to me about her personal business, and I'm just like, you know what? I need to have you on the show. So she's going to be on the show.
Okay, great. Yeah,
But you
sometimes
never know
it's
how you're
just a
going to break up
word.
somebody's day, even just by a compliment.
Right. Sometimes it's just a word.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's all that they need, a little bit
Mm-hmm.
of encouragement. You might not even have the money or, don't know where to donate, but just a word. So I like that too. And that's free.
And that's free. Yes. All right. Well, I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And we will see you on Wednesday. What time are we coming on Wednesday? 7 or 6?
Well, Wednesday, I work now, you guys. It's a sad,
Congratulations.
sad story. So, so I don't get off tea until about 4:30 my time. So I won't get home. I must say about 6 o'clock my time. So we could do 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, guys. So we're changing the time. Wednesdays is going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. And we want to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you have a great Cyber Monday. This is
That's
Tisha
right. Shop
McDonald.
small businesses.
Shop small businesses. Shop small businesses. Um, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Y'all take care.
So long. Twinness.com. Oh, wait, there you go. See you Wednesday at 7. All right. So long, guys.